Hickey McFace. What a fantastic name. Hello. Right. Let's go ahead and save that. And next up. Now, the thing with my main character, they've got so many places they can put their points. But I think we were going down the leadership route. If I recall. Magic and leadership. That being said, agility, range as well. Use the initiative. After attacking the target from stealth, increase the damage dealt by you and your party members for a short time. Swap positions, requires 4 talent points. Switch positions with a target ally. Call to battle, inspire a companion, granting bonus might, wits, and vitality. This bonus increases based on their loyalty. Apply the lash. This bonus increases with their fear. Just shout at them until they do better. The party gains use of 1 additional weapon set and can switch weapons in combat with a lower recovery penalty. Generate an aura of will that removes a harmful effect from you and an ally every few seconds. It's not a passive though, it's an active. Use command of will to inspire allies, boosting the damage of you and them. Hey my fellow Tyranny, how do I enable spell usage on my main character in AI settings? You've already got AI settings turned on for your main character, yeah? You've already actually activated the AI, I assume. I wasn't aware there were other things involved in there, actually. So, duly noted. While wielding a melee weapon, sometimes riposte. Is it repose or riposte? I'm not sure. Miss melee attacks also gain bonus accuracy when wielding a weapon with nothing in your offhand. I've got a shield. Lightfoot, move faster in combat. Leg sweep, unseen advantage. Apply poison with weapon attacks made from stealth. That's nice. I think it has to be this. Mage staff mastery, no. Enfeeblement. When attacking from stealth, weaken your target for a short duration. Cone of magic. Channel a burst of energy through your magic staff. No, we're not going down that route. As the spell Breached Affliction to thrust attacks, also grants a bonus to magic skill for a short time after using thrust. I really wanted to get down here. Channel burst of energy through your magic staff. Don't want that. Imbue an element shock. Add shock damage to weapon attacks. Imbue the elements fire. Imbue the elements frost. Chaos blast. Release a wave of energy around yourself, hitting all nearby foes. Empowered chaos. But ultimately, it's this that I want to get to. I'll go with the passives for now. Just build those up as we go down. Okay. All right. As for the AI settings, I can have a quick look for you if you like. So, right-click to change party AI settings. Defend party, aggressive. Defend party, party support. Default behavior will use the widest range of spells and abilities. Peace singer. Siren will focus on supporting the party with her arias. She will use Aria of Dissonance and Aria of Resolve to buff allies. She will use the Aria of Winter to freeze foes. Finally, she will use Aria of Memories to maintain an embodied memory summon whenever possible. Or War Singer. Siren will focus on using her Arias to destroy her enemies. She will use Aria of Pain, Aria of Confusion, and Aria of Resonance at will. If foes get too close, she will use Aria of Force to push them away. High threat targets, she will attack with Aria of Confusion, and whether possible, she will try to maintain an embodied nightmare summon with Aria of Nightmares. No, I would like you to be a peace singer, please. Party support. Lantry will focus on supporting allies. He will use Renewal at the start of combat to bolster ally defense. He will then use Erase and record further increased party strength if Lantry's health is low. He will attempt to use Gift of Moments. If an ally falls in battle, Lantry will attempt to revive them with Second Breath. Aggressive Assassin kills in shadow will immediately attempt to find the weakest prey and trample towards it. She will use Berserk Rage, Disembowel, and Claw Swipe to defeat her foe. If she is in danger, she will attempt to push away foes with Swift Savage Strike. If her prey evades her, she will attempt to use Trample again to close the distance. Or I can go with Brawler. Kills and Shadow will attempt to engage the strongest foe she can find. She will then focus on shredding the armor of that foe with her attacks. Snapping Bone, Raking Slash, and Breaking Iron are used whenever possible. Primal Scream you use when it will affect more than one foe. As for me, character will attack anyone who attacks a member of the party, but will not seek out targets unless provoked. The character will actively seek out targets even if death is close. No. Defend party. I think that this is probably the one. Using defend party seems to help with my character using spells. I guess it depends on what's going down, but I'm not sure. I've not really been paying close enough attention to notice if my character's even trying to use spells. I'll be honest with you. Also, right, you are a bit behind. There we go. I have a little bit more room. Distant howls echo within this pit, which descends into darkness when you crane your neck. You can just barely make out the bane clustered at the bottom. Okay? Duly noted.
I could drop a vial of ink down and see how long it takes to hear it shatter.
I love the little observations the characters have. It's genuinely one of the really nice parts about this game. It's just how much characterization there is in it. Come on. Let's go up this way. Got a trap over there, definitely. Another rubbing. We got some more supplies. You know what? Perhaps we could supply here. Camping will use one set of camping supplies. You want to camp here? Yeah, sure. Rest. This will also renew our once per rest abilities, which is why I figured that we may as well do it. And then we can immediately restore the items that we just used. Study the rune. The rune shimmers in front of the wall, sustained by unknown magic. I already know it. Sigil of Defense. Directed force. Fair enough. So reminding you a lot of Baldur's Gate 2. The only one I played. I think I may need this game at some point. C-Champ, if you enjoyed Baldur's Gate 2, then I would strongly recommend you pick up this game, yes. I really strongly recommend it, actually. Got some iron boots, fair enough. See what this does. Probably going to open this door. Poke our head down here. Actually, that looks like a fairly chunky fight. Yeah. Still. Biscuit for a biscuit, Chad. The biscuits, they must be acquired. Oh, my lord, that's a lot of biscuits to acquire, I will confess. I'm starting to wonder if we have the means to acquire biscuits in such enormous quantity. Nevertheless, let's drop this down and pop. Like, draw back. Draw them out. Lantry, let's get healing going. Cousin Shadow, step forward. Want you to block this way. And Storm Wheel. Actually, let's get into this fight first. Storm Wheel. Could you... Yeah, Breath of Winter, because I believe they... no, actually, they're resistant to that. Bane of Night, Bringer of Death. To the T as we march. Raise accuracy of nearby allies. Yeah, actually, go for that. And... yeah, Fatebinder's Victory, please. Next up, I would like to drop this all the way through this group. Lantry, I would like you to drop a fireball right about there, please. Let's see how this goes. Whoa! Lantry, that was beautiful. Prey does hit hard, though. They do, truly. Could we get a quick... There we go. Thank you very much, Kills and Shadow. That was a lot of damage you just did there. Yeah. Wave of Despair. Sure. And I'm going to follow up with... Well, these particular weapons are not too useful, but let's go ahead and drop that in, because my one does cause some additional effects. Cousin Shadow, could you murderize them all? First, go ahead and actually taunt them. Sure that false pit goes off. Mantle of Flames on Kills and Shadow. That's actually quite a useful one. I should have opened with that, thinking about it. And then Surge of Glory on Kills and Shadow as well. Kills and Shadow can easily hold this. This is basically one person standing on a bridge against an entire army. The problem is only one person can fit on the bridge at a time, so it's just a consecutive chain of 1v1 battles. As long as you've got a strong enough fighter at the front, then that's it. You don't need anything else happening. It's just glorious. Absolutely wondrous in many, many ways. Drop a concussive bolt over there, please. Honestly, though, let's have just Kills and Shadow Trample.
Easy as can be.
Please and thank you. Tronk. There we go.
Good. Still aches.
Alright, take everything. That was absolutely amazing. 3 grenade kills in that pit monster if you had any grenades, Aavak. What do you mean? Like in here just using AoE attacks? Right. We're probably going to have a couple of fights here. Tidecaster's Opal. Hydromancer's only... Well, we'll take that. That'll be going to ebb. Sure, we'll take this. Okay, we can open up that door now. Let's just wander over here and get into a fight. Hello?
Can't do that.
Hello? Hello, who is you? Yeah, post-Sparta indeed. Nothing over here either. Right, well, Lantry's got a level up, which is nice. Bloody level 17 though, my lord. We could push this up, get Subterfuge up a little higher. Get Lore up a little higher. We've got no penalties down here, but honestly, actually, quickness is probably what we want to go with. -3 on ability and spell cooldowns, yes, please. And then Quill, Sage, and Preservation. And we've gone mostly, well, actually, we've kind of evenly gone down Sage and Preservation, to be fair. Law Mass, this is why Lantry's law skill is so high. Voice of Ages grants Lantry hit precision and the ability to decipher ancient languages, a useful skill for discovering new magics during travel. When Lantry's in the party, all party members gain bonus experience for the law skill and a bonus spell slot, which is also very nice. Wary Gaze, gain a passive bonus to subterfuge and dodge skills. Grants additional spell slots for Lantry, my lord. Greatly improves control vigor, if we wanted that. Greater renewal. Lantry restores the party's weapons and armor to pristine condition, increasing the damage from weapons and protection from armor. Or empowers Lantry's renewal ability, granting an even greater increase in weapon and damage and armor. Arcane Shield grants bonus to arcane armor. Further bonuses. Moment of Peace, significantly increase the health restored by second breath and protect revived characters from danger. See, second breath may actually be quite a good one to grab. Erase the record. Place a preservation seal on an ally. If the ally's health falls below a limit, they are healed for a large amount of health, and the seal is destroyed. Passage of hours. Lantry surrounds the target in a bubble of slowed time, slowing their actions and movement speed. And this all gets up to Gift of Moments. Lantry skips forward, vanishing from combat and healing. Upon his return, he releases a wave of energy that reduces recovery of nearby allies. I kind of like the idea of that. Lantry vanishes from the here and now because they've skipped forward in time. And then they appear a little bit later. Hungarian Lewis, thank you very much for the 10 months, mate. Let's see. I think Arcane Knowledge is probably where we're going with, though. Miasmic Strike, Lantry's critical hit with the weapon, weakens the enemy. Stance Frozen, Stance Mage Slayer. Counting deeds, Lantry orates the party's deeds, inspiring his allies and instilling terror in the hearts of his enemies. Quill Storm. Penetrating Throw, further improves Lantry's throw weapon attack range and adds moderate armor penetration. Honestly, I just don't use Lantry as a his quills are not the way I use him, really. I figured out a way to travel through time at the speed of time. Well done, Palau. Your name will go down in song for this discovery. Yeah, I think we're going to go with an extra spell slot for Lantry. Let's build to our strengths, shall we?
On it.
See what's beyond here. Oh, another one of these. Okay. We're at the very far end. Ooh, okay. Very nice. Some more subterfuge, please.
Got it.
Ooh. Harbinger's Wings. Ah, poop. Now I know why everything has been showing up in my inventory. As I had myself selected instead of the party inventory. Silly me. Silly me. Tide Castle can go in there. There we are. Right, what's this? I mean, it's not going to be better than Azure Shield, surely. Lightweight, quick step. Okay, so it's got better recovery. +2 parry, +2 dodge, +3 injury. This is actually better than the Azure Shield in every way. Damn it! Artifact, a champion's boon, though. When activated, the Azure Shield grants its wearer a bonus to quickness, movement speed, and accuracy. Duration of these effects scales with the Azure Shield's renown. Azure Guard, +2 parry when damaged. This is just a better shield all of the time. Compare it with Tyler's Protector, though. +5% health when has wounds every 6 seconds. You know what? This is... I mean, the recovery is so much better on this, it's untrue. But that extra endurance, I think, is a bit better. So I'm going to go with that. We are. Some extra doodads. These jars appear to have been meticulously placed on this altar. Inscriptions on them resemble the torch key sigils. Okay. Ambir torch key. Orange light dances across the faces of this curious and gem-like stone. Okay. Well, we've now got a new torch key. I suppose I could use that down here now to get a new key. I call this an act of tyranny. What? What have I done, Lord Saru? I mean, I agree, but what have I done? What am I agreeing to? Yeah. Okay, well, we've now got the Ambir torch key. So we can use that elsewhere. You know what? We don't need to stealth around here. We've already walked this area. However,
No one will see me.
something that was said did catch my attention. And it was that, what if we had grenades while I was stood in that doorway? Well, do I have anything I can throw? Could I throw something down here and do damage? Do we have anything like that? Are there any thrown weapons in this that I could use? Not really, I don't think. Smite them with the smitening. I would, but I can't. Far too lazy to smite today. Okay. I'm sorry, that tune has literally been eating my consciousness for the last little
I
while.
will stay out
I
of
needed
sight.
to hum it in order to try and get it out of my brain. Come on then, you scallywag. I know you're there.
Interesting.
There we go. Right, okay. You're a pain in the bum that I need to deal with.
As you command.
A grenade-esque item would be under potions. See, that's what I was thinking. Elemental barrier, fatiguing toxin, drowsy draw, potion of invisibility, greater healing potion. That's not what I want to use. Staggering burn. No. Doesn't look like we have any such items. Extra sadness, but it is true. Okay, let's apply Titan. Also Fireball. Also Fireball. I'm supposed to make sure. Yeah, you're fine.
I'll do it right away.
Right, I need you to trample. Go. It's fine. Now I want some weighted stance. Well, actually, I don't think Kills and Shadows is actually at risk of falling down, so we're probably okay. No, instead, go for this. As for me, I am going to drop some lightning bolts and Lantry. I would be ever so thankful if you could drop a rhyme spike.
If you think it will help.
Now, as for Kills and Shadow, if you could just attack, that'd be great. There we go. Everyone attack the other one now.
Will do.
Honk.
Will
Nice.
do.
Nice and easy.
I would give 8 of my fingers to speak to someone alive when the old walls were built.
That's reasonable. You know, leave 2 fingers. Ideally, well, I mean, assuming you're counting your thumbs as fingers, digits on your hands. leave your thumb and your index finger on your dominant hand so you can still hold a quill. I see where you're going with that, Lantry. I can approve it. Zingot. The labyrinth that is the old wall seems to go on forever. The numerous sconces and alcoves that line the massive stone wall go as far as the eye can see before fading into blackness. It's one of my favorite RPGs. It's so unabashedly unique compared to all the D&D clones. Splat, you are 100% right on that. That's why I like it so much. I mean, don't take that as shade, of course, towards D&D styled RPGs, because there's definitely something to be said about having the ability to just use a system that has already received countless thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands of hours of playtime, so it's balanced. There's definitely something to be said about that. It allows them to just jump straight into the storytelling rather than worrying about making a system that works. But wow, is this game so good. It is so engaging. This game, I can't believe it took me so long to get to playing this, but I'm so glad that I am. D&D balanced, what? Look, okay, I'm comparing it with other games like Shadowrun, alright? Understand where the context is coming from. Shadowrun, D&D, by comparison, D&D is nothing but the embodiment of balance. It is literally the scales at the center of the cosmic existence, okay? By comparison. But no, you know what I mean, though. There's been a lot of time to, as much as like the different editions played with the formula a bit, there has been a lot of playtime put into it. So, you know, the worst kinks have been gotten out. Nothing is ever going to really be balanced when you give someone a system which kind of prides itself on being expressive, that people can just build what they want and play how they want. That's always going to break in some ways, but it is a reasonably balanced system, all things considered in that regard. But this just does things that other RPGs, other CRPGs just haven't even tried. And Pillars of Eternity was quite good in the same way. I genuinely liked Pillars of Eternity for much the same reasons. This Bane Snare was broken long ago. Given the state of the other Bane Snares in these old walls, it's likely whoever broke it didn't enter this room from the south entrance. Okay. I'd say D&D 5e is balanced with a mind of the players. With a mind of the players will win. Yeah, but to be honest, I'm gonna say something that maybe some people will disagree with. I don't know. I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but that's generally most RPG systems. Most RPG systems are not designed to be inherently difficult. Like, you don't have to trick the game into letting you win. The idea is for the players to have fun, and players typically have fun by winning. There are some where they're significantly more difficult and finicky about certain things.
Found something.
But mostly, I would say RPG systems are designed with a mind of, let's let the players have fun. And if having fun means, you know, there are some combinations and synergies that make stupidly overpowered characters, let them, you know. It's nice to feel like you are the hero in the story who can, you know, like you think of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms sort of thing. You're a mythical character. And certainly at level 1 in most D&D and similar games, you're very much not. You're only a grade above a farmer. But by like level 20 or whatever level cap in your system, you are effectively a demigod. And I think a lot of people like that power creep. You know, there are some systems, though, that pride themselves on a little bit more harshness. The Han system, in fact, quite a lot of RPG systems out of Germany tend to have much more.
I got it.
Yeah, life is cruel and brutal, and you know, war. There's nothing glorious about war. It's mud and blood and being tired all the time, and that's very much reflected in the game system. And Like, I can think of a couple of examples of that where, you know, you could literally say, yeah, this is role-playing a medieval farmer, the game. And no, I'm not talking about the romanticized medieval. No, this is actually medieval farmer, the game. And for some people, that is what they like. Okay, all right. No.
You have no hope.
Yes. Aha! They haven't spotted me yet. Do I want to fight them all at the same time, or do I want to draw them over to me? I don't know. Do I want to be crazy ballsy? I kind of do. Okay. No, I can't. Oh, right, okay. So I can't do it until...
I got it.
Oh, wait. Could I just not do it because I was in combat at the time? Ah. Okay. Okay. Hi! Yeah, I've made some mistakes. What RPG game was it that you were a farmer and then saved the world? I mean, there's Fable, but you might be thinking about Dungeon Siege, and if you are, well played. You're an individual of taste and refinement. I approve. Literally the protagonist in Dungeon Siege. You never get told his name. He is just Farmer. That's the canon name of that character. I just love it. It's like, farmer. Don't need anything else. I'm just a farmer. That's what people call me. I farm. So good. So good. Oh, you know, Splat, I would throw more money than I should at a reboot of Dungeon Siege. Like not like a reimagining, just a reboot. The same sort of feel. Because Dungeon Siege, the original, so good. And the level designs were top tier. Dungeon Siege 2, I mean, the areas were decent in their own right as well. But it started becoming a little bit cluttered with mechanics, but it was still actually really, really enjoyable. By Dungeon Siege 3, though, the entire franchise has just gone off the rails and I could no longer enjoy it. And that really made me sad. Because damn, was it a good game. Was such a good game. Alright, you know what? Let's make sure, like, okay. Cousin Shadow, you got your brain back on. Lantry, can you move back? Sirin, I'm going to turn your brain on as well. As for me, I'm going to start dropping spells every which way. Lantry, I would also like you to do the same. Yeah, I absolutely adore Dungeon Siege. The thing with Dungeon Siege 2 that I didn't like is it felt like... You know what? I think it was probably more aesthetic than anything else. I don't... Thinking back, I can't actually pinpoint what I didn't like about the mechanics. I don't think I did dislike anything about the mechanics. Oh, no, that's right. I think because Dungeon Siege 1 was very much tell the story by just having the story happen to you rather than lots of dialogue, lots of side quests. Dungeon Siege 2 felt more like an MMORPG than Dungeon Siege 1 did. And I think that was the kind of dissonance that I had with that. Lots of puzzles, lots of little side quests and things like that. Lots of dialogue. Whereas Dungeon Siege 1 was more of a... This is what I am. I'm just a hack slash loot. Don't think too hard. There's a plot. You know, there's a method to deliver me from, or deliver you from being a farmer to, you know, saving the world. But it's not particularly deep. Dungeon Siege 2, it almost felt like the scale closed in a bit. Like it zoomed in a lot more, and there was more, yeah, like I said, it felt a little bit more like an MMORPG, which wasn't actually a bad thing. Just that I think I wasn't expecting it. But by Dungeons Siege 3, just everything that could go wrong was wrong with it. I really couldn't get on with Dungeons Siege 3. And so far, I've not met anyone who thought Dungeons Siege 3 was a good game. Which is quite sad to say, because most people I meet think Dungeons Siege 1 was amazing. So it had quite the drop.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, Dungeon Siege 2 was the one that started in the war setting. Kills and Shadow, could you quaff that? Oh, thank goodness. Let's drop healing wisps on you. Also, let's fire off. Sure. Let's get this gun. For someone who only played Dungeons Siege 3, is DS2 and 1 worth giving a look? If I like Tyranny? If you like Tyranny, I mean, they're very different games. But I would 100% say that the DS2 and 1 are worth having a look. If you enjoyed DS3, DS2 and 1 are... Wow, okay. The things you probably liked about 3 are better in DS2 and DS1, is what I would say. But I am being a little bit cautious there because I don't know strictly what you liked about 3. So it's a bit hard for me to say with great confidence there, but I would be surprised if you enjoyed Dungeon Siege 3 that you wouldn't like Dungeon Siege 2. That thing really is quite powerful, to be fair. Could you, like, I don't know, stamp on some necks or something?
Pray, it's hard.
Fireball.
Consider
Yeah, that did not go well.
right.
Kill.
Whoops.
You need to be focusing your attentions on the enemy. What just happened then?
Best to treat wounds like stubborn nails. Keep hitting with stick until properly obedient.
It's so hard to put into words exactly what it is about Kills in Shadow that makes me love Kills in Shadow, but that goes a good way towards it, right there. Kills in Shadow is easily one of the best characters in this game, by far and away. Oh my lord, I love it.
Will do.
Just you really, really can't not love Kills in Shadow.
On the lookout.
Keep hitting with stick until properly obedient, chat. Just remember. Okay, let's donkey with this. Sirin, can you get out of the way? Kills in Shadow, can you just trample through?
Attack again.
Donk! Yes, please. And then... Falls Pit. Lantry. You know what, I'm going to turn your brain on.
Next time.
Disengage. Can you improve your own weapons?
Nothing.
Right.
Wow. Kills in Shadow taking some damage over there. Surprisingly, in fact. I don't approve. Pop. There we go. I like those bouncing attacks. I really do. They're actually pretty cool.
Yes.
Beast woman is fast, silent. Best hunter.
Okay, that one leads us out, but out is not where I want to go. I want to find another rune if I can. We're clearly missing something. Let's give it a try. No. Alright, so I'm going to guess that we don't have one of the runes that we need. That's fine. We can go out of here in two ways. Let's go out this way, I think, for now. Fast Fight Silent just makes me think of Warhammer Skaven. You're not wrong there. I couldn't tell you that that isn't also what goes through my mind sometimes. If I decide which Archons I'm going to ally with, I'm kind of more of a, well, as far as I'm aware, on the Anarchist run right now. So I mean, I've already skipped over siding with the Chorus or Graven Ash back at Lethian's. It was the Lethian's Crossing? No, not Lethian's Crossing. The Mountain Spire. If there's something that happens later on, yeah, that is a spoiler for me at the moment. This is my first time through. Yeah, I know. I did not jump on this game as early as I should have. Sadly, I'm still working my way through it. Sunken relief through, though heavily damaged, is cleanly meant to depict a runic symbol. Let's go ahead and grab that. Looks like we got more of the symbol. One more and it should be complete. Well, you know what? I can probably already guess it, though. Well, you answered my question. Anarchy. Haha. Well, if that's what you were asking, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're definitely past the intro with the chorus and Ash. I've been stumbling through quite a lot of things with this, and so far, I'm quite fond of Bled and Mark. Definitely an interesting character. As for Graven Ash and Voice in the Rat is literally the Joker. As far as I've seen of him so far. Graven Ash is not Batman, though, which makes me a little bit sad. I have no idea. I've not really spent much time around Graven Ash except his sycophantic followers. But, you know, by that token, I mean, he's clearly beloved of his men. So that's something to say about it. But I don't really know much of his backstory. Now, what I would like to do I have those notes that I've been picking up? Have we got that rubbing at all? Crude map. Ocean Spire. Cannot be removed from the stash. Okay. Ooh, that's not a great one, actually. Yeah, that's the incomplete drawing for that spire. This one is much harder to decipher. Still, we could give her a try, but I don't think we're going to have enough of it there. Is that around there, would you say? Think this one?
I got it.
Get everyone down here, please.
Will do.
No, that doesn't look right. Okay, we'll come back here then
I
later.
got it.
Unless it's like that. Let me have a quick double check.